This is people that are looking on separation between their hardships or their the things that they got going on that would be issues, and what a celebrity's issues would be.
Maybe that's not y'all know, but the one besides Keith that I always talk about, and every time I see him, I tell him thank you, because it wasn't like we was enemies, or we didn't hang out together. Was 50 Cent, Mr. Curtis Jackson.
Wow. Y'all wanna know what really gets on my nerves? That grinds my gears. Grinds them so bad. Is that when y'all think I give it? Listen to me. I do not give a.
This drama is getting out of hand, everyone. Assume for the moment that Remy Ma and Claressa Shields are taunting one another. 50 Cent is the ultimate provocateur, and Papoose is getting sucked into the commotion. His comments are rambling as usual, but what's actually? Let's go down here and analyze this narrative in detail because it's so strange. In a strange Instagram post, 50 cautioned Claressa Shields, the successful boxer involved in all of this, to avoid fighting Remy and to keep things digital. He wrote something down. He wasn't kidding when he said that Remy might get the block. We all know that 50 doesn't mince words. He described Remy's fame from 2007, when she was jailed for shooting the gun. But this is where everything gets crazy. Remy Ma took offense and retaliated, and the incident. Let's go on to the real tea that has everyone talking because it just got out of control. When Remy Ma posted the purported text messages between Papoose and his purported new girlfriend, world boxing champion Claressa Shields, on Instagram, everyone thought they were nasty.
Y'all, what is going on with Remy Ma, Papoose, and Claressa Shields? Like, I woke up this morning and I saw that Remy Ma and Claressa Shields are going back and forth on Instagram. And then I guess Remy Ma caught Papoose and Claressa on the phone falling asleep together and stuff like that.
Even though he can't have *X with me in person or over the phone, it should be easy for you to notify me that you made it home safely because you are the one who is married. At this stage, however, it becomes juicier. Claressa appears to be frustrated throughout the passage. In the description of the picture, Remy included her personal thoughts in addition to the criticism. Papoose dumb was asleep when Claressa Shields was lying in my house. She hung up the phone as soon as she heard me. And this B, who is supposedly a world champion fighter, won't leave him. Now that I've told you everything, my love, you're not alone. Yes, Remy did show up. Not content to stop there, she accused Claressa of spreading false information to harm her reputation, while Papoose appeared brave on her Instagram stories. Remy emailed this woman, alias Claressa Shields, that a publicity team had been spreading false information about me daily for too long in an attempt to make me appear terrible and him look like God's gift. Despite my pleas to stop the story, Papoose believed that the best course of action was to keep quiet. The knockout punch is here, and I'm worn out. Don't worry, I saw it all, and since you're so tough, the world will see it too. Oh, and he said that because you're ugly, he would never *to you. A woman with 2 boyfriends is upset with a man who has a girlfriend. Claressa shot back. Naturally, why are you tagging me if I'm not the only one? Remy replied, she's not out here juggling boyfriends. Hey, Miss Shields, just because I'm a good woman with only one guy, just like I was a woman with only one marriage. MFS won't just up and disappear. Her next remark to Claressa was, oh, and he's never going to buy you anything because he thinks he's the prize. He's a taker, not a giver. And I'm the one with the bag lol. Remy replied, I'm not even mad. Actually, I'm very happy, and that's why your boyfriend is mad. She replied, playing with me because I'm not the enemy you want. Oh, and you claim to feel foolish, but now you also appear foolish. As Remy and Claressa were busy making jokes, Papoose decided to intervene and fix the problem. According to him, Remy has been requesting a divorce on a regular basis, so he is disappointed that he has finally moved on. Although Papoose's criticism of the back and forth was direct, his claim that Remy was lying truly grabbed notice. The story when it is intimated that she is upset because he is leaving, the situation becomes considerably more terrifying. Remy continued by claiming to have audio evidence that Papoose had threatened to call the police on her and accused her of physical assault. Just when we thought things couldn't get any worse, Papoose intervened and changed everything. On social media, Papoose attacked her, saying that Remy had cheated on her and that he had been attempting to obtain a divorce for months.
Remy was dealing with a battle rapper named Easy the Block Captain. And at one of the events, because she has this battle rap league, Chrome 23, and she hosts these rap battles. And at one of the rap battles, allegedly she was hugged up with battle rapper Easy Block the Captain. And,
However, he went farther and accused Remy in public of spending Christmas 2023 cuddling with battle rapper Easy, the Block Captain. Papoose didn't mince words when he branded her out as a narcissist and declared that he was done remaining silent. The caption read, "While I was at home with my daughter last Christmas, this is where Remy was now that I finally moved on. She's angry and making up lies." However, Papoose continued, claiming that Remy begged him to fabricate a story about knocking Easy out. Remy apparently wanted to hide the fact that Easy had been knocked unconscious by Papoose. "She kept pleading with me to lie about the knockout in the emails I still received, but it didn't matter because he didn't respond." Given how much Thon loves Papoose, this entire situation can seem like the ultimate betrayal. Remember, this man held Remy in control during some of her darkest years. Papoose, who took care of her son, visited her frequently and taught everyone what it meant to ride or die, giving her a lot of support when she was inside.
So now we know Remy and Papoose as black love couples. We've been knowing that for years. Pap held Remy down while she served 6 years in prison. She ain't had nothing to worry about because he held everything down from her son to the home and everything. When she came home, everything was cool. After that, things got a little rocky, Flash.
They were viewed as a powerful couple and the embodiment of black love at one point, particularly after Remy left. People seem to continue where they left off, thanking Papoose for being faithful for 6 long years and for helping Remy get her life back on track.
It ever there was a light bulb moment when it went off in my head, like, oh my God, he's the one. But I did notice that he was different from other guys.
However, it must have been devastating when Papoose revealed that the woman he had been dating for years supposedly cuddled with the Block Captain over Christmas. Remy is even more upset because Papoose is rumored to have moved on with a younger woman. As if everything he had created with Remy had fallen apart, he says he has made Papoose's predicament worse. Since they went from being the ideal pair for loyalty and steadfastness to discussing this tumultuous drama publicly, it's safe to conclude that nobody anticipated their romance to end.
So, I got one of them there tonight for you. Hold on. Happy birthday.
Don't trust your brother. Don't even trust your mom.
Instead of only responding verbally, Claressa Shields now enters the conversation and challenges Remy to a physical battle. During a series of scathing remarks, Claressa challenged Remy to engage in a real battle. She wasn't just trash-talking, though. She used the entire feud to promote her bout in Flint, Michigan on February 2, 2025. In addition, she promoted her Christmas Day movie. Claressa said, "Come get a whooping crash out" versus Claressa Shields versus Il Real Remy Ma, February 2nd. The internal fire only Claressa Shields could pull off this kind of advertising. Let's face it, Remy didn't back down either, continuing to go back and forth with the boxing champion as Papoose sat back and responded to the ruckus with a cool but suspicious air. Fans couldn't help but notice how calm Papoose seemed in the middle of all this drama, as if he already knew how things would work out. Some people even speculate that Papoose is allowing all of this to happen in order to end the chapter with Remy. Let's go straight to the subject, as Papoose is obviously sick of being polite. Some believe Papoose is relishing the limelight because the internet is solidly on his side following his claims. Remy Ma has a less than ideal history. In case you were unaware, Remy's life took a significant turn in 2007 after she and her longtime friend Makeda Barnes Joseph got into a furious argument outside of a courtroom. Remy has a history of pulling triggers, so 50 Cent is side-eyeing this entire feud and calling it a setup. Makita was shot in the torso after the altercation reportedly began over $3,000 that Remy thought had been taken from her purse. Remy's argument that it was an accident was rejected by the prosecution. In 2008, she was found guilty of unlawfully possessing a weapon and attempting to coerce someone, and the judge sentenced her to 8 years in jail. Remy has consistently maintained her innocence in the face of the conviction.
During an interview on The Wendy Williams Show, Remy addressed the situation saying, "I didn't shoot anyone. Do y'all really think every time the DA, the judge, the jury got it right every single time? Number, they didn't." Fast forward to 2014, Remy was released after serving 6 years at the Bedford Hills Correctional Facility for Women in New York. And y'all, despite being behind bars for that long, she didn't miss a beat. She bounced back into the game and reclaimed her spot in hip-hop like a boss. But Remy has always been open about how prison shaped her life. She told The Fader, "Almost a decade of my life was consumed by the prison system. Of the past 15 years as a rapper, I've spent most of that time in prison as opposed to the free world." Remy also spoke about how those experiences still weigh on her.
Remy addressed the matter in an interview with The Wendy Williams Show, stating, "I didn't shoot anyone." In 2014, do you really think that the jury and judge always made the right decision? Despite serving 6 years in prison at the Bedford Hills Correctional Facility for Women in New York, Remy didn't miss a beat. Instead, she returned to the game and took back her.
It was court. You go him now? I agree with that.
The 2007 shooting event is not the only example of this. Apart from the events of 2019, Remy's rage has gotten her into trouble multiple times. Remy was arrested in New York City when love and hip-hop artist Brittany Taylor allegedly claimed him during a charity show. According to reports, Brittany hurt her right eye in the altercation that broke out at the Irving Plaza Green Room.
Okay, now Remy Ma, she has bailed out of jail. She actually is saying, and I'm gonna tell you the whole story. She was in custody because she allegedly punched Brittany Taylor at the concert that went down for Pretty Lou.
Tell people who Brittany Taylor is.
Brittany Taylor's from Love and Hip Hop.
Brittany did not take this lightly either. She called the police right away, was taken to the hospital, and even asked that all of the CCTV footage from that night be kept. According to reports, she was getting ready to file a civil lawsuit against Remy. But Remy didn't just ignore her. She actually turned herself in to the police, who charged her with a misdemeanor. Even though Remy insisted she was innocent, the entire episode added another mark to her already turbulent background. Remy Ma's record shows that she never backs down from a fight, so Claressa Shields would be wise to reconsider her remarks before continuing to trash her online or in person. One thing is certain though, Remy isn't the one to put others to the test, and despite Claressa's readiness, he always has something to prove. Therefore, when 50 Cent expressed his opinions regarding Remy and Clara's fight, he wasn't just being mean. He was making connections since he was aware of Remy's past. And let's be honest, it makes sense to assume she could. Whether he's trolling or offering subliminal warnings, he even made a joke about her past with the 2007 in ENT in case things go out of hand. Some followers are defending 50 after his remarks offended him, arguing that it's just 50 being 50. Even while some believe Remy went too far by bringing up previous issues, it is impossible to deny that his past gives a deeper undertone to the situation. This story is far from over, as Claressa Shields keeps criticizing Remy Papoose for disclosing all the secrets, while 50 Cent keeps things interesting. For more drama straight from the streets, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. Make sure to see the next movie on the end screen as well. You won't want to miss it. If this seems crazy to you, we'll tell you all about it. Will Papoose drop even more receipts in response to the combat challenge?